on YouTube, which is awesome. I got a new mic. I'm upgrading the live stream slowly. I mean, this mic was used on season 1 of the server room. I'm just bringing it back slowly, trying to upgrade my live stream equipment for you guys, little by little. So welcome back, guys, to the server room episode 70. Wow, 70. Getting close to those triple digits, 100. Let's go. So you saw the title of today's episode, Output Files and Folders from a Root Folder with PowerShell. Now, the whole purpose of this is that uh, one of my colleagues that I work with, he needed to update um, a root folder that had a bunch of folders with subfolders and other subfolders and a lot of documentation that he needed to clean up. So rather than going into each folder and looking at all the documents and then writing everything down, because the whole purpose of this task was to clean up the repository of the documentation. And I mean, he had a lot of folders. So I created this script, and all he had to do was provide the root folder, and it pushed everything out to an Excel, and he was able to see everything. So I'm going to show you guys what I did. So let's switch it over. Awesome. Hopefully you guys are able to see my desktop. I do apologize for the popping noise. I have to get a pop filter for the mic. So that's one of the things I have to purchase. So on my desktop, I have this folder, and within this folder, I have other folders, and inside this folder, I have files. So can you imagine clicking and then going back, and then I'm analyzing what's what? That's just too much, right? So we're actually going to script this, and it's going to output to a spreadsheet that it allows me to kind of like go through the spreadsheet rather than me going to each individual folder and seeing what's inside of it. Okay. So let's click on start. Let me adjust my mic because I cannot see the desktop. All right. So I'm going to do ISE. Gonna right click and let's run PowerShell as an administrator. Love PowerShell. User account control pops up. Let's click yes here. We'll do something real quick. Boop. There we go. Awesome. So if you have been checking my episodes out dealing with PowerShell, I love creating variables. I think it makes life pretty easy. Before we declare a variable, let's minimize this. This is the folder that we are going to actually grab the content. So I'm gonna copy the path because we're gonna be needing the path. Let's go inside PowerShell. Let's declare a variable. Let's go $, and you can call it whatever you want, but I'm gonna call it root folder equals to open and close quotations. Now inside the quotations would be the path of where I want to look into to output the content. Awesome. Now on line 3, we're going to declare another variable, and we're going to call it output file. Where do we want to drop our content into? So open and close quotation. I want to drop it into the downloads folder, and I'm going to go into the downloads folder, and it's empty. I don't want you guys to think like, yeah, you already have the spreadsheet in there. That's why the PowerShell script worked. No, I don't have anything in there, so it's empty. But we want to drop it in there. So rather than copying the path of where the downloads folder is located, what we could do is declare a environment variable. So $env colon user profile. So no matter where you are running this, like if you're logged in as yourself or someone else is logged into and they're running this, it's gonna drop it into their downloads folder. So we're gonna do backslash, we're gonna do downloads, backslash again, and whatever name you want to give this. So for this example, let's go files dot CSV. Make sure that you add the extension. So environment, user profile, downloads, files.csv. Cool. Just want to make sure everything is done correctly. So let's hit enter a couple of times. Now it's time for us to retrieve the directory information and then export it to a CSV file. To do that, we're going to use the command of get child item. I'm going to hit tab to auto-complete it. We're going to use a switch of path, tab to complete it. We're going to do $, and we're going to call out our first variable that we declared, which was root folder. Awesome. We're going to hit a space, and with that space, we're going to call out another switch, would be file. Beautiful. And we're going to call another switch, and we're going to do recursive. Awesome. We're going to pipe this, and within the pipe, we're actually going to do a for each object loop. So for each object, hit the tab. We're going to open up wiggly brackets. We're going to hit enter, and we're going to tab it. Now from here, we're actually going to create a PowerShell custom object database, or hash table, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to use open bracket ps custom object, and we're going to close the bracket. We're going to do a at. We're going to do a wiggly bracket. This is up to you of how you want to build your script. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to hit tab, and from here I'm going to do folder name, and that's going to equal to $_ period, and we want the directory name. So we're going to do directory, and we're going to use a sub attribute of directory, and that's going to be name. Awesome. IntelliSense, if it's enabled and it's working properly, is actually going to help you out and give you these tooltips, which is awesome. Love PowerShell. I'm going to hit enter here. Let's declare something else. We're going to do subfolder name. That's going to equal to the following. We're going to do $_ period. And this time we're actually going to use directory name. You see, it gives us the tooltip, which is pretty awesome. And I'm just going to select what I want and just hit tab. We're going to do space. We're going to use a logical statement or a switch, and that's going to be replace. And we're going to do a regular expression. So from here, we're going to do open bracket. We're going to do regex, which is regular expression. And we're going to close it with another bracket. We're going to do double colon. Awesome. And the double colon, again, it gives you those two tips. What we want to use escape. So I'm just going to use the arrow key, hit enter. We want to do escape. It's automatically going to give us an open parenthesis to add what we want within our regular expression. So our regular expression, escape, we want to call out root folder. We're going to close it. We're going to get a comma because this regular expression has two variables. It has A and B. We define A, which is root folder, and the other statement for this regular expression is going to be open and close quotation. So I'm going to give a space, open and close quotations. Nice. We're going to hit enter. We're going to declare another name, and that's going to be file. So folder name, subfolder name, and whatever else that we're creating within the PS PowerShell custom object is actually going to be displayed within our spreadsheet. We're also going to use file name equals to, we're going to do $_ period. Gotta love those tooltips within PowerShell. And the one that we want is name. Just hit tab to autocomplete. Hit enter. And the last thing that we want to retrieve within our directory is the full path. So we're gonna do full path equals to $_ period and full name. Look at that. It gives you the tooltips. We're gonna hit enter. We're gonna go back one. Let's go back, and we're gonna close the wiggly. Now the wiggly is basically the PowerShell custom object. We haven't closed the for each loop as of yet, but let's hit enter. Let's go back. Now we're going to close the for each object. Okay. Now, this script right here, I'm going to highlight 12 to 5. This right here actually grabs the directory information for us. Now, it's time for us to export into a CSV file. Like, today's episode is super sweet and super short. I will provide this script to you guys and drop it into my repo so you guys can have a copy of it and play around with it, modify it, change it up. If you do change it up and make it something else, hey, let me know. I would love to know what you guys, did with it, or how did you upgrade it. Always willing to learn from you guys. Okay, so it is time for us to export it out. So we're going to pipe it again, give it a pipe, and we're going to use export CSV. We're going to use a switch of path, and we already declared a path, which was line 3. So we're going to do $ output file. Gotta love IntelliSense. It's just awesome. Those two tips makes a difference. We're going to use another switch of no type information. That's it. This is the script. That's it. All we got to do is just run it. I'm going to run this first. Run line 1. Awesome. You're able to run line 3. You're able to just highlight everything and run everything in one shot, but I'm going to do 1 and 3 manually, one by one. So that means the root is assigned to whatever path, and then output is assigned to whatever path that I declared. Again, if we go into the downloads folder does not have anything inside of it. I don't want you guys to think that I already dropped the file in there and it's magically, it magically worked. I don't want you guys to think that. I'm not here to trick you. So we're going to highlight 12 to 5. And this is going to run pretty fast. I already tested this stuff out, but if you are doing it into, if your root folder has like thousands of folders and inside those folders have other folders, it will take some time grabbing all that information. But this is really quick. So let's run it and we're done. That's it. Done. If we go inside our downloads folder, there goes our files. This is the name that we gave it. You're able to give it whatever you want. I just double click on it. And let me zoom out. We're going to open it up into Excel. And I'm going to highlight all the cells. And between column A and B, I'm just going to double click on it to kind of like auto adjust the columns and everything. And that's it. Beautiful. Let's zoom in real quick. Folder name, again, line 1 is everything that we declared within the PowerShell custom object hash table, whatever you want to call it. We declare the folder name, the subfolder, the file name, and our full path. These are all the headers, or the headers that I declared within that PowerShell custom object. So when I ran this, or the colleague of mine, when I built this out for them and I gave it to them and they ran it, they had this spreadsheet filled to the brim. It was like a lot of content. But the cool thing about this is, like, let me zoom out real quick. You're able to select row 1, go to data, and then just create a filter out of it. And then from here, you're able to select the filter. And let's say I want to know what's inside Windows ADK folder. Select it. Okay. All right. So rather than me double clicking another folder to see what's going on, this example is really short. There's only one folder inside that root folder. And then inside that folder, there's a file. So it's pretty easy. But can you imagine if Windows ADK had multiple folders with a lot of files, and I'm double clicking and going back, double clicking, going back, and I'm trying to figure out what's what? Right here, it gives me a nice overview of what's inside that folder. I don't have to go inside of it. And then I'm able to highlight, do whatever you need to do. And that's it. That is today's episode. Episode 70, short and sweet. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Just grabbing the grabbing the files and grabbing the folders from a main root folder and then outputting it out to a spreadsheet. PowerShell script. That's it. I will upload this PowerShell script for you guys at my repo, and hopefully if I remember, I'll put it into the comment section and then pin it so you guys can get a copy of it. Again, if you make any modifications to the script, if you're enhancing it or modifying in a way that's going to do something different, hey, let me know. I'd love to see what you guys do. And that's it. Yeah, really short and simple. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I catch you guys on the next episode. Peace out.